What happens when your identity becomes all about your safety? In quiet ways, in how carefully you move through your day, in how much you think ahead, in how often you check in with your body, in how rarely you let yourself rest without conditions. There are ways of living that begin as strategies and quietly become who we are. They don't arise as identities, they arrive as responsibility, as diligence, as being good at managing what's been given to you. For a long time, this can feel stabilizing. It can even feel like strength, but eventually something shifts. What once felt like choice starts to feel like a requirement. What once felt helpful begins to feel heavy, and what once felt temporary becomes constant. Many people living with chronic illness don't identify as anxious or afraid. They identify as capable, organized, self-aware. They track, they plan, they adapt. And yet, beneath that competence, there is often a quiet narrowing. Decisions begin to feel heavy. Joy can feel risky. Rest may feel undeserved. Life slowly shrinks to what feels manageable. This doesn't happen because something is wrong with you. It happens because your system learned that staying alert was safer than staying open. And over time, survival stops being something you do and becomes something you are. Identity isn't who you truly are. It's who you learned to be to stay safe. It forms through repetition, through how you interpret sensation, how you respond to uncertainty, how you make decisions when things feel unpredictable. For years, I believed I was doing everything right. I immersed in holistic health, always adjusting, always intervening, always trying to improve what felt subtly unsafe if left alone. I felt responsible. I felt purposeful. It felt like who I was. Only later did I realize how thoroughly my sense of self had organized around vigilance. My body rarely got to simply exist. And here's the part that matters. Identity doesn't change because you tell it to. It changes when the body experiences something different. A system that learned safety was conditional won't release vigilance because it was told to. It releases vigilance when it feels safe enough to do so. This is not a failure of healing. It's a solution that stayed in place too long. And what stayed too long can be gently updated, not through force, but through safety. Because healing doesn't begin when the body is forced to change. It begins when the body realizes it no longer has to protect you in the same way.